questions about the abs and the core and the obliques. And what a lot of people neglect is the back section of their body, the posterior side. So anyone who's been around fitness for long enough will know that you've got to do more work on your back, your posterior side than your front, because most things in life are in front of you. I know as a boxing trainer, I'm always tapping the pads and throwing punches and things of that nature, which brings my shoulders forward and it works the front side, but it's quite neglectful of the back. And that carries through, and a lot of people's thinking like often they look in the mirror, they only see the front, they don't realise that they got some fellas out the back having a good look at their back. So this applies for women too. When summer comes around and you want to swan around at the races in those backless dresses, you want to have a pretty handy hammer and tack. So this actually isn't my workout. This is one that I've stolen from a colleague of mine called Lindsay Watson. That's why I've called it the Linz Back. He showed this to a bunch of kids that I was training, and I liked it and I've used it ever since. And I've actually added one exercise that wasn't from Linz, and that's from a video by Jay Johnson, which is on YouTube. And this is just the reverse plank, which I put at the start of the workout just to add a bit of fatigue. But if you don't really want to, you don't have to do this. But I just do it to make me tired before I get into the 4 Lindsay exercises below it. So what it is, reverse plank, which is on our back with our elbows down. And then we go over onto our stomach for the final 4 positions. And we're going to be arched up and looking out straight ahead. And then we've got the bent arm hold, the straight arm hold. Then we've got the arm pump, alternating sides. And then we've got the arm pump and across, alternating sides again. But you do 2 pumps, obviously, on that number 5 exercise. And like everything, we've got certain levels of fitness. So this one's done on a time basis, and I'd say here we have our times up here, working our way up to a minute. And if you're a level 8 athlete, I'd say do a minute per exercise, and then you can choose your rest in between. I sometimes take about 15 seconds off, or if you want to be a real warrior, you can just go straight on to the next one, non-stop. Level B, probably 45 seconds, and perhaps take that 15-second break. So you're on a minute cycle. Level C, 30 seconds. 30 seconds break if you want, stay on that cycle. And then level D, if you're a bit further behind, a 15-second effort and a 45-second break or thereabouts. So here we are to start on the Linz Back. And as I said, we're starting on the reverse plank, which is a Jay Johnson exercise, and we use that just for fatigue. The movement here is pretty marginal. All you can see is that I've got my elbows down, and all you do is curl your toes to the ceiling. Don't point your toes here. So you want them pushing up to the ceiling, and then you lift your hips off the ground. And that'll be pretty hard yakka after a while. You'll feel it down in the lower back and in the hamstrings and even down into the calves. So just hold that position with a straight line through the body. And I'm going to do this for a minute. But as I said, depending on your level, you're welcome to try 15, 30 or 45 seconds before you move on to the next one. Now we're going to get into the stomach down exercises. There's 4 of those, and the first one will be the bent arm hold. Yeah, so the first exercise is a bent arm hold, where he's arched his back, and I'm just holding my arms like this. And you'll notice that each time I've got my thumbs at a vertical angle. So just try to do that. I just think it helps keep everything a bit square. And you can see the feet off the ground and the toes pointed here. just so you're working the glutes and the back of the legs as well. So this one again, I hold for a minute. Straight arm hold, and it's just like arms straight out, so vertically above the head, thumbs to the vertical again, and the toes pointed and the back arched. Here is the arm pump, and all he's doing here is the hands are going vertically here, and again, thumbs vertical, back arched, and you're just swapping sides, maybe at a 1 second or 2 second timing, just as long as you keep it even. And you'll notice my form's starting to drop off here a little bit. I'm fatiguing pretty badly here. So this exercise is a lot harder than it looks. And then the final exercise, moving on to now, the arm pump and across. So the arm will go straight out and then across the body, straight out and then across the body, and alternating that way. So here he goes. And it's important here, when you reach across your body, just try not to wobble your body around too much, just try and stabilize it, and that adds to the difficulty, of course. As your arm's pushing across, your body will want to wobble. So this is the last exercise of the set. So that's the end of the Linz Back. One time through is probably enough. I know my back's feeling it after that, so if you get a chance to do that once or twice a week, that'll definitely help your stability through the back part of your body, posterior side. Thanks a lot.